Okay, so I got 3 different shafts here in my playing cue, and I have a piece of chalk set up on the center diamond at the other end of the table. And so all we're going to be doing here is trying out all 3 of these different shafts, hitting with right hand side and left hand side English right at the chalk to see how much deflection each of these shafts have. This is important to do because depending on your shaft type, you might have 4 millimeters of deflection, or you might have a whole 2 inches of deflection, and that's your first step to getting started with aiming using English. Alright, the first shaft we're going to be testing is the Fury Extreme. This is considered a low deflection shaft. It actually has 10 to 12 splices of wood that are put together before it's turned on the lathe. And so to calibrate, all we're going to be doing is hitting a few shots with left English and a few shots of right English, noting where it hits the rail. So you're aiming center at the chalk, and you'll notice when you hit right English, it should squirt or deflect to the left a little bit, and with left, it should go to the right a little bit. So we're just going to hit a few of these shots so you can get an idea of what I mean by deflection. Okay, so before we get started at hitting these, I just wanted to mention, always keep your stick parallel to the ground. If you're jacked up at all when you're hitting English, you're actually going to masse the ball, which you do not want to do here. That will not even come close to hitting your target. So keep your stick parallel to the ground, and now we'll hit 1 shot with left and right English with each of these. Left English. Okay. That cue ball went actually past the chalk. Right English. Okay, that one went even more so past the chalk. So I could comfortably say with this stick, if you're hitting a full table, you have about a whole inch of deflection, right or left. Alright, now we're looking at my personal favorite, the Predator Revo carbon fiber shaft. This also has a claim to be very low deflection. It's the shaft that I've been using for quite some time now. As you can see there, that one was inside of the chalk, so not nearly as much deflection when we hit with left. And that one was inside the chalk as well. So on this one, I would say we have a little less than half of a piece of chalk in terms of distance of deflection on a full table English shot. Okay, this last one is just the standard, I'll call it Walmart shaft. See what this one does. So you can really tell the difference there at how much deflection. We're not even coming close to getting to that chalk. So this shaft, you know, if you have one of these and you're noticing that much deflection, it makes it a lot more difficult to aim with English. I would recommend looking into a low deflection shaft like the Predator Revo or one of their competitors before you start trying to master English. Alright, so in this first drill, you're just going to be hitting the cue ball essentially into the corner pocket with no object ball. And you're going to be just practicing hitting it in with left and right English. Now, when you use right English, it will deflect to the left. When you use left, it will deflect to the right. So you want to be focused on, if you're using left English, aim for the left side of the pocket because it's going to deflect to the right. Now when we're using right English, we're going to be aiming at the right side of the pocket because it's going to deflect left. Now go back to just hitting one perfectly center. Okay. You're going to want to run through that a few times, just getting a feel for your deflection and what the object ball is doing when you use it. Alright, how to practice level 2. So now that you've made all those balls into the corner pocket and you're used to where you're aiming left or right of the pocket, now we want to add an object ball that's head on, and you're just going to hit shots with left and right English trying to make that object ball into the corner pocket. Now, this is a good time to talk about where you're going to be missing, and you want to note where you're missing. So when you're hitting left English, usually you will miss the object ball to the left. And if you're hitting right English, you will miss the object ball to the right. The reason for that is when you hit left, if you're aiming head on, and the cue ball deflects to the right. When you make contact with the object ball, it's going to miss the pocket to the left. So again, left English, you'll miss left, right English, you'll miss right. You need to compensate from your cue calibration that we learned, and then figure out where you should be aiming in order to make this straight in ball. So try to make one left, one right, one center, and repeat that 10 times until you feel comfortable. First one we have is left. Now we have right. Center. So, one thing I wanted to mention on this practice drill that you just completed is you're probably wondering, hey, if I'm straight in and I'm using left and right, nothing's really happening. Why am I using the English? And the third level of this practice drill is to start incorporating high and low and using English, so the four corners of the ball. You'll notice when you hit high left or high right that you'll get the most action off that bottom rail when hitting the shot. So for this drill, try to hit one high left, one high right, one low left, one low right, and start to get the feel for that spin. Alright, so in this first drill, the most basic one that I'll be showing today, we're going to be taking the same exact shot into the side, trying to bring the cue ball down here and down here. And so you'll be playing right and left English off of this rail, so after you make the object ball, it will hit this rail and spin over to the areas. I have these here as markers that I'm aiming for. I think it makes it a lot easier for you if you put something on the table that you're really trying to aim for. Now let's see if we can make these shots getting near the square. Okay, so I have the cue ball, which I'm using the 9 here to demonstrate the spin, and the 5 ball set up perfectly straight into the side. We're gonna hit one with left and one with right, aiming for the squares. Okay, so we're in there. Set the same shot up. Now we're going to use right, going for the other square. Alright, give this one a try. Okay, this next drill is a little bit more advanced. It's going to get you used to using English off of the rails and seeing what it does to the cue ball. So we're going to hit the same shot 3 times. The first one we're not going to use any English. The second one we're going to use right English, aiming for this square, and the third one we're going to use left English, aiming for this square. I have the cue ball and object ball set up in the same place, so let's see if we could do this one. Okay, so as you can see, the different impacts it has just using center, right, and left. Alright, so for this last drill, the most advanced, we have a little bit of angle on that 6 ball into the corner pocket. And this drill is useful for, let's say you have an 8 ball that's on this rail, or you have an 8 ball that's on this rail. Instead of just hitting center spin and leaving yourself a tough cut shot on this 8 ball, we'll be using English to try to get more straight in and win the game. So this first one, I'm going to set the 8 ball up here. We'll just use a little left English so that when the cue hits that rail, it spins left in the vicinity of that square. Now we're gonna hit a similar shot. We're gonna move the 8-ball over to this side and see if we could use right English to send it over to the right near this square. Great. You can really see the difference of that cue ball hitting the rail depending on if you use left, right, or no English. This is another question that I get asked very frequently is like, I'm so confused when I use backspin versus topspin, like which way it's gonna go off the rails. So the easiest way I can explain this is if you're using topspin and you're aiming left English, it will go left. It will do what you want. If you're using topspin, it's gonna do whatever English you put on it, left or right. When you're using backspin, it will do the opposite, okay? So if you hit left English with backspin, when it hits this rail, it will actually go right. When you use right English with backspin, when it hits the rail, it will go left. So always think when you're moving forward, it's gonna do what you want it to do. And when you're coming backwards, it's just gonna do the opposite. So in this drill, I'm gonna hit the same backspin shot, one with normal, one with left, one with right, and we're gonna see what impact it has on the cue ball spinning around the table. Enjoyed this video. In summary, what we covered today, start by calibrating your cue, understanding your shaft and your equipment, and getting a feel for how much deflection you have. Then take some practice shots, hitting straight into the pocket or just straight in with the object ball. Move on to more of the advanced drills once you feel comfortable with that. And again, no one size fits all here. Every single shaft tip is different. Tables are different, so you really are just going to need to hit balls over and over again until you get a really good feel and feel confident hitting shots with English around the table. Thank you. See you soon.